Let me tell you something. There are strippers and there are crazy horse dancers. Just like there's bottled water and then there's aqua gin. You drink bottled water when you're thirsty, very thirsty, just like when you go to the strip joint. But when you go to the crazy horse, just like aqua gin, you see deep ocean sparkling aqua gin. It's true. Let me tell you something. You take one sip aqua gin. You will get so much sparkling in your mouth. It will be like a party, a big crazy horse party. It's true. Trust me, it's true. Some people, when they go to the crazy horse, they just see naked women, strippers. Unbelievable. But what I see is free, wild, and beautiful, so beautiful women. Just like with aqua gin, you have deep, very deep minerals. So many minerals, I can't even count them on 2 hands, I tell you. An aqua gin a day keeps the wokies away. It's true. Aqua gin.
Hey, it's true,
Yeah,
Actually, Trump 讲的有道理耶。Look, there were a lot of people in our comments who were like, "Hey, 那个 crazy horse 就是 stripper 啊，他不是脱衣服啊。" And I can understand how you'd have that perspective. 应该是你奶看得太少吧？
你那 SOD 看太少了。
真的。But no, real talk. Different people, different cultures, different countries. They got different ideas on what they see, right?
对啊。
I can see where they might think that that's stripping to them. I think most people they would think it's not.
而且去看过的人都说那个就是 performance 啊。
I thought it was a performance that had a few bazoombas in between, but it was no like actual pornographic intent whenever they presented it. But that's nothing compared to the email I got where someone sent me a video and was like, "Hey, 唢呐，你看这个，你根本不懂英文啊，你都是错的耶。"
English, motherfucker! Do you speak it?
And I was like, "Huh? Is it a 超级 Y video 吗?" Turned out it was a 超级 super GY video.
这个就是非常想骂人的事情。我们国内是吧？我之前看到有争论是吧？还有人是吧？觉得这个事情是吧？是代表是吧？所谓的女性自由这样子，这不纯扯淡吗？
其实是不光是咱村人，还亚洲人对这个疯马秀不是很了解。疯马秀翻译我们是翻译过来，中文翻译过来，它其实是一个直译的，就是疯了的马。
疯哥的马。
它这个叫 crazy horse。
哎，他发音很标准哎。Crazy horse，
就是英语虽然也是 crazy horse， 翻译过来就是疯了的马，但其实它是一个非常隐晦的。他想最开始他想隐晦的一个词是 crazy horse。
傻小。What are you talking about?
What?
Let me确定我理解清楚，他是说 crazy horse。The intent is to 把它念成是 crazy horse。
对啊，他是说他们一开始说他们是 hoe 啊，所以他们就是 crazy hoe 啊。
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
This reminds me of my first, I think it was like 2 years in Taiwan when I could barely speak a little bit of Chinese, and I had still had a bit of the 卷舌. I remember telling my friend at the time, I was like, "Hey, 你们台湾人讲话很不清楚哎，为什么是事实是？为什么是事实是？超级不标准的，你们根本不太会讲中文嘞，我怎么听得懂哎？"
叮当叮当 ，His Stone Cold 阿姨。
你跟台湾人说我们不会讲中文啊
？I literally said that.
超北蓝的。
So stupid. I was like, "You guys don't know how to speak proper Chinese. How can anybody understand you? You need to learn how to speak the real Chinese."
Weird.
That's what she's telling me right now. Let me explain to you the difference in English for a native speaker between horse and horse.
你看发音很像啊，我听起来很像。
The fighting is different, but it's not about the fight. It's about how you actually say it. Nobody will say, "Look, there's a horse." We will say it's a horse. A horse is to be ridden. Now, although horse can be ridden, but nobody will say there's a whore. You will say there's a whore, and it's meant to be a slur against somebody. For native speakers, it's impossible to confuse horse, which you say very quickly, with whore. You say long, you elongate it to make it sting whenever you say that word to a person. Which, by the way, we don't support you using that word to anybody, yo.
You better be careful.
For us native speakers, whenever we say horse or crazy horse, we never ever think of anything about crazy whore. Oh,
really?
It's kind of like in Chinese when you guys say 猴什么猴啊，
猴沙小，
猴沙小 They're similar, but they don't connect.
有时候我们都不会想到猴什么猴。
他真的是乱讲 like ridiculous, like 超级夸张的，
超级歪
夸张的。
Stop it. Get some help.
So now let's talk about how the original founder came up with the name Crazy Horse. This is Alain Bernardin, the original founder of the Crazy Horse. Alain Bernardin. Created in 1951 by Alain Bernardin, the name Crazy Horse is the one translated into English and thus passed to the posterity of the show chief. This is the Indian chief, Basunka Witko, which his name was called Crazy Horse. That guy was a badass dude. He was literally described as someone who was like very shy when you talk to him, but very well spoken and humble.
Yeah.
When he got on the battlefield, dude, he went berserk. He went crazy, dude.
哎，听起来像 John Wick。
有一点像，蛮像啊，真的蛮像欸。
Yeah.
And the thing, the funny part is like that's where the concept came from. Is he took that. And he also took the idea of the Western. Like it says, it was big opening supposed to be a Western style with its room resembling a saloon of the 1870s.
Oh.
Because in America, our big thing were the Western saloons. So you see the cowboy movies where they walk in, right?
Yeah.
And they have the bar. That's a saloon. His whole inspiration was from American Western culture. And he brought that over, including the Native American chief, Crazy Horse. And I'm thinking, I would imagine, just guessing, that because Crazy Horse, the guy, the actual chief, was very soft and very humble whenever you talk to him, but whenever he got on the battlefield, it was like his stage. He went crazy, right?
Yeah.
And it would kind of be the same where like these women during that period of time, they were pretty much oppressed, right?
Yeah.
They're not allowed to be themselves. They had to be a certain way, but the Crazy Horse allowed them to perform and be a crazier, more open version of themselves without judgment.
Oh, it's a liberation.
And here's the thing, in the French Constitution, even the meaning of their flag represents three things: liberté, égalité, fraternité, right? Chamite, yamate.
Naughty.
First thing up there is liberté, liberty, freedom. Yo.
Free the nipple.
Yes, exactly. Liberté et la bazumba, c'est vraiment, c'est super.
I always like bazoombas.
Not only that, but Homdude was inspired by the feminist movement, which started in France, by the way, to create this type of place where women could go and express themselves without judgment. It says the sexual revolution was in full swing, and Crazy Horse, influenced by these cultural shifts, embraced these new social societal codes to infuse its spectacle with a fresh burst of energy and modernity. The whole idea was like, hey, there's this whole movement going on called feminism, and women want to be able to do what they want to do without being judged. So Crazy Horse.
Oh.
Goddamn right.
And that's a Dita Van.
This is Dita Von Teese right here. Dita, the way you say it's like a dirty name. Dita Von Teese was the first guest to be invited to the Crazy Horse to perform.
That's how
Her stuff is legendary. She was like a legit burlesque dancer. She was classically trained ballerina, and then she moved over into burlesque dancing, and she made that stuff cool and socially acceptable at the time, dude.
Oh.
So awesome. So when you goofy Xiaofenhong say stuff like, hey, Dita Von Teese, you're a crazy whore, because it rhymes with horse. I know English.
English. How are you?
First of all, you not only have whack English, but you are shaming these people, yo. And if you go outside and try to say this to somebody, they will smack you in your face, dog. Reality surpasses your expectations, yo.
You're looking all crazy, yo.